Welcome to the home opener for the Roaring Fork Rams, the defending state champion Rams, playing Liberty Common at Fort Collins. These are two high-quality teams, and our goalie, I got him in. Anyway, this is my first game in a while announcing, so we had got a lot of play there. Jose almost getting to it. I think Daniel's the goalie. I know Max back there. Varsity Max Brook. Good defense by Foster. Jose dropping the ball. Referee's playing it. Jose's got it. Passing it to who's number 21. Anyway, we've had a lot of rain here in the last few days, and they played a football game on here last night, so the field's a little choppy. It's not in too bad a shape for that situation. Nice chip forward. Foul called on Daniel Vega. So Liberty's ranked number 2 in the state. They made it to the semifinals last year. Goal shot, 7. In the 3rd minute. Okay, Liberty scores. And number 7 is one of their studs, Bradley Poore, P-O-O-R-E. And as we're moving along in this game, it's going to be an interesting game to see how the Roaring Fork's missing one of their top scorers, Emmy. Yeah. Throw in for Roaring Fork. We were sponsored today by ANB Bank, and we want to thank them. They're our primary sponsor for the year. 21's looking good. Corner kick it is. The referee, center ref, is Tom Behrens from Breckenridge. Nice corner. Is anybody there? Nice. Ooh. Nice header by 20. Number 20, Vasquez. Salbardo Vasquez. We got a nice header on that. Number 5 is their strong all-state center back. Okay, that's Foster. That would be Foster Hayes. With that, 15, Daniel Vega. I was talking to one of their coaches. They said they lost their big scorer last year, the coach's son, Joshua. And he had like 80 points. They said they don't score a lot, so they're going to probably be focusing on defense. Okay, Brian's going to get that. Corner kick for Liberty. They're looking like they've got control of the game at this moment. Roaring Fork Rams are coached by Nick Forbes, was assisted by Jeff Mosening and Rod Wolfley. Looks like Daniel got a good shot on that. Cleared it all the way out to the goalie who's out of the box and who just kicks it out of bounds when he had time. His coaches are saying you had time. So we would be live, but the problem they're having right now is that they have, looks like Roaring Fork's trying to force it. Problem is we have no power in the school right now, so Foster's a lot of talent there. He's their defense is tough. Liberty's defense is tough. Daniel Vega. So Roaring Fork recently lost to Coleridge 2 days ago, and they lost Emmy to a sprained ankle. Emmy is our leading scorer. Okay, Foster got pulled out. Look at they're really strong in their back. Oh, there you go. There we go. There's a chance. Nice. Our call was by Aaron Upstein. I think he said he's from Rifle. Long passes. They're pushing it too fast. I can see Nick telling them to slow down at halftime. So you get your defending state champions against a semifinalist finisher. Roaring Fork lost a few seniors last year. I'm not sure how many. I'll have to find that one out. Very strong group. Pushed it outside. Ivan throwing it in. Well, Max clearing it. Max Brook, a senior. Oh, jersey numbers are over there. Okay. So I was getting the numbers a little wrong there. First game. It's nice if I have a color guy helping me out with all this. I want to thank Jeremy for being the cameraman. Nice try, a nice long pass by Liberty into the box. Defended well enough at the moment. Liberty with a throw in. Number 3 is Asher Black, the goalie. Diego, goalie. 15, Daniel Vega. I'm going to get these names down here. Foster, he's fun to watch. Son of Brent Hayes. Nice chip. And number 7. Josh, nice chip by him for lead pass there. Their goalie saved it. Max pulling it in, getting it out of there. Into the broad jump pit. Cloudy day. Roaring Fork in blue going from right to left. Liberty in white going from left to right. Then Diego with the save. Brian pushing it out of bounds. Number 7 is one of their top scorers. Brady Poor. Okay, set piece for Liberty. Called by Tom Barons, the center ref. So Liberty lost to Valor, was one of the top-ranked teams in the state in 5A. They lost 3-0 to them. Nice save by Max. Diego got to save it, and Max covered back for him. Max was in the right place at the right time on that one. Tell you right now, Liberty's got the flow of the game going for them. Their defense is solid. We've had a couple of good tries. Roaring Fork has. Nice pass, finding the open man. Okay, Jose. Nice shot, Jose. All right, well, good job. He was out at about the 20. And that's what they need. They need some more of that. They slowed it down just enough, and they connected. They connected on the passing there. And so the counterattack was good. Joining me up here now is Krista, who's the athletic director. Krista, I don't even know your last name.
Barlow,
okay. So the field's in pretty good shape for having a football game on it last night. What are you thinking?
It's not bad. I mean, it rained all afternoon. It was hard to even get lines on the field. So, no, we're looking pretty good.
So, do we have power yet?
No power. We're going old school today, folks.
Well, it was interesting. The GrassRoots told me that they were oh, there we go, Jose taking it, pushing it out to Daniel. That'd be our throw-in. They were telling me they're going live stream and all this, and people from Fort Collins could watch it, but with no power, we're not going live stream. We're going battery, which is what I'm used to actually. So Max has got time. He puts it up. And number 11 got called on that foul, Andrew Dutot. So, Krista, what are you thinking this year's going to look like for these guys?
We're young. We lost 12 seniors last year, but this team's got some talent. So they just have to figure out their shape and how they're going to play, and I think they can come around. We need a few more games in before we can really judge our season yet.
You know, that's right. We our thought process here when I was coaching was the first thing is to make the playoffs. Second thing is win league. Third thing is, go towards state championship, and they did that last year. Well, did they win league last year?
Yes. Yes, we did.
Okay. So they got a few home games in?
We definitely have some few home games. Oh, some league games. Oh! Ball bouncing all over the place.
Yeah, there you go. All right.
The field's really slick, so the first goal on us, it was a great shot. I watched number 7 in warm-ups. He was a strong player, but that's tough on our keeper. Shoot, and we just got to get our shots off.
Well, they got a basic forest. They got a basic forest in their in front of the goal right there.
Yes.
So they're heavy on defense. I was talking to one of their coaches, and he said we don't score a lot of goals, and so I mean they played some tough teams. They played Valor and lost to Valor 3-0, but I was always a firm believer if you don't have a lot of offense, all you have to do is get one goal to win the game.
Oh, it pretty much seems not yet, but I bet you they'll park the bus fairly soon, so we just need to get one on the board and make them work.
I agree. We have so much talent. I mean, Foster played for the Rapids, and these guys in 7th grade, they won the top league in the state when they were in 7th grade, and it was – what was that loud noise? Oh, they were stamping on the stands. All right, so it's going to be a corner kick for Liberty, and we're in let me see here. We're in about the 20th minute. Liberty scored, if you're just joining us, Liberty scored in the first 5 minutes on a goal from number 5. All right.
Ooh, that was curling in.
And that's Diego, right? Diego's
the
goalie
is in the net.
He's the goalie. Okay, he's a senior, right?
Yep.
Okay.
His older brother played goal for us a couple years ago.
His older brother played goal for you?
Yep.
Okay. And what was his name?
Oh, I knew you were going to ask me that.
Oh, wow. Wow, powered in.
Yep.
Powered in on about the 20th minute. I didn't see who did it, but it was a power play on a set piece. Tall guy. He looked tall.
Well, the goal was the corner kick was curling in, so he just had to put just barely a head on it, and it got in.
And that's the second time I saw that, actually, where they were going for the far post with a lot of players. So it's 2-0 right now, Liberty. Good. Foster almost a chip up front. That was pretty nice.
We've been really hard on our passes forward, so we're going to have to take a little off that because we've pretty much passed it to the keeper every through ball. So if they can change that, we might have some chances.
Well said. Well said. Yeah. And it is slick.
Oh, geez.
Didn't clear it. Okay. And there are 2 strong goals. I mean, it wasn't like they were weak goals, and they were great. They were great kicks. We are passing to the other team all the time right now.
Yeah.
Our passers are not connecting. Miscommunication there. Going over the top, number 4, Brian defending. Uh-oh. That was pretty nice. And I'm glad we got lucky with the post.
Yes.
And did they say how many of them are seniors? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They've got 9 seniors. And that says a lot if you've been around high school sports at all. A team laden with a lot of seniors is very strong.
No, definitely. We had 12 seniors graduate, so we know how it is.
Liberty throw in. Goal kick. There you go. It is a goal kick. Sun's out. Got the view of Mount Soperus. Their coach said this is the nicest view from a field he's been in all in his life.
Most teams that come up from Denver don't want to come, and then they see our pitch and the view, and they're like, well, this isn't too bad. It was worth the drive, but they sure don't like the drive.
Yeah, they stayed in Glenwood last night. This is a 9 o'clock game, 9 a.m. game in the morning, so he's got to – okay, so there you go. Nice passing, except it went to the wrong team on that one, and that'll be a corner. That'll be a corner. They've been good on the set pieces.
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
They curl their corners right in that net.
Far post. They were doing far post last time, and now they just in the center, and they're big.
They're a little bit bigger than us. Yep.
Nice, but we lose a lot when we lose Emmy too.
Emmy got taken out in the Coleridge game. He got kicked in the ankle twice. He's still not able to walk, so that's a tough one. We just got to get it on net.
Okay. Number 20. Fernando Rodriguez.
Yep, we call him Fern.
Fern? Call him Fern. Okay. Corner kick. I guess.
Jake Barlow.
Okay, Jake Barlow's gonna.
Jake Barlow's on the corner. We got Josh. Max is in there because he's one of our taller players, and Daniel Vega. Foster's gonna clean up at top. Oh, going low. Oh, that's not a bad idea. Oh.
They do. It's like a forest in front of the.
Oh my God!
Look
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them.
8 there, and you got one guy up front, and he's ended up with the ball.
Oh.
That's going to be a free kick, foul by Brian. Sometimes you call those good fouls.
Yeah, there was a little.
But it was 3-on-1, so.
There was a little extra emphasis on that takedown.
Yeah.
It was a penalty, for sure.
Absolutely. Our center is from Breckenridge.
And
that far side is from Rifle, and he's from Newcastle.
Okay.
And their names are Tom, Aaron, and Chuck.
Whew.
Okay.
Number 7, what's his name?
Wide right. He's one of the studs. Brady Poor. I think he got the first goal.
He got the first goal. Yep.
Yeah, number 5 got the first goal. Is that right? No, 5th minute. Okay, number 7, Brady got the first goal. Okay. I'm glad you're up here helping me out because it's a lot easier for me.
Oh yeah, no, I know all these boys.
Exactly. I coached the seniors, a few of the seniors, when they were in 8th grade. And Jose, he was on that team also, and they were very good then.
Oh yeah, no, they're a good team. They just gotta figure out their shape and everyone's role. Like I said, we haven't had a whole lot of games yet, but this is going to be a good game to get us warmed up.
Well, that goalie, his first forced kick went right out of bounds, so when he had time. That's the whole.
He seems to get rid of it quickly. Yes. Nope, 7 with the through ball. Good play by Gabe Searson. He's a good one to see out there, number 23. Okay. He didn't play the last 2 years, but we're glad to have him back as a senior.
Nice pickup by Diego.
Yep. Diego played all summer in a men's league, so he's had lots of practice with some tough play. So if we didn't have the wet weather, it would be a little different right now, but both teams are dealing with it, so there's no complaints here.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I have to laugh. It was early on, and my son was Cyrus. Started playing in the men's league at 16, and I remember the men up in Aspen, the Englishmen. They were laughing, and they called his name is Cyrus, but they called him Simon. Simon, you need to shoot the ball more, laddie. And that was fun. So they were saying, they were going, what are we playing a 16-year-old for? And then at the end of the game, he had 3 assists, and they're going, okay, we're playing a 16-year-old.
We had a lot of the boys on this team this summer played on a league up at CMC, and it was an experience for them because men don't like to lose to boys. So we had a really rough game that made us decide that our boys weren't going to play anymore because they were being chased around the field by older men who wanted to hurt them. So,
Older men that didn't like being embarrassed by younger, more talented kids with young legs. No. I get that, and it is. There's a lot of ego and a lot of emotion in this sport.
Oh, for sure. At every stage of the game, everybody wants to win.
Yeah, and did they have their own team?
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
It was made up of our seniors from last year and a couple of these guys.
Okay. Well, I have to admit, ooh, nice. That was a nice pass. Good pickup by Diego.
Number 7 again.
So Brady Pooh, he's their. And their coaches told me that he was one to watch, along with number 22 in the midfield, also, and number 5, Lamastra. He's a stud in the back line.
Yep, they look like tall seniors.
How many seniors we have that are starting?
1, 2, 3.
Okay, so it's a young team. All right.
Yeah, those are Fort Collins' camera dealies there.
One's ours, one's theirs.
Daniel slipping through.
Oh,
nice
Josh.
Play. Josh and Daniel.
He's got Daniel. Come on. Too long.
Waited too long. You're right. You waited too long.
Good hustle by Eli.
Foster pushing around, slowing it down a little bit. But there they are. They're back. You're right. There's 8 of them back.
Yeah. Oh, no. They've got their 2 up now. All they got to do is park the bus. We got to find a way to score through the trees.
Yeah. There you go. Liberty throwing. What's our time here? We're in about 30 minutes. Liberty is up 2-0. Goals in the 5th minute and the 20th minute. And they were solid goals. First one was a mistake as far as allowing them to get a good shot off. We didn't clear the ball well. The second one was on a corner kick. Nice give and go. Referee gave him an all ball there. Number 7, what's his number?
Josh Hernandez.
Okay. Liberty's controlling the game again. We have some moments, but got a substitute. 6 going out for Liberty. Can't see his number.
No, he's not turning. 16 or 15?
15 or 16 is coming in. He's playing in the middle and front. He gets the ball. Spencer Lynch. Okay, just came in. Okay, it'll be he's calling it for Liberty.
He's a senior, so
Another senior.
I'm not sure if that's what the cheers were for or not, but they're excited that he's out there.
Yeah. Tom Behrens is pushing him back. Foster trying to get Foster more into play.
Yep, he's got great ball control.
Jose's pushing it forward, but he didn't get through.
They got to compact. They got to get up.
Yeah, you're right. They're right. Chris is saying that they're a little too spread out. They're not supporting each other fast enough.
And that's what happened at Coleridge. We got really spread out and had no play in the middle, and our midfield just got exhausted trying to keep up with both ends.
Max put it out of bounds. Did I get that right? So how did the football team do last night?
Well, the football team had their first 44-0 win at home in a long time. We played the Gold Diggers from Clear Creek.
Clear Creek Gold Diggers. Okay, they beat them 44-0. Amen.
44-0. That's mighty impressed and mighty proud of our boys. We had some excited fans. Dealt with rain almost all night long, but it was great. Lots of great plays. Oscar Barraza, Max Bullock. It was great. Zane Garcia, he played really well too.
They're on the ball pretty quick. They're not giving our guys much time at all. They are immediately defending if they lose the ball. And we have to find our guys.
We got to increase our speed of play for sure.
Absolutely. And when you're being younger, it's a physical game. These guys are very physical and very controlled. It's been pretty much a clean game though so far. I mean,
oh, good, well ref, clean game. It's all good. They're doing a great job. We got to increase our speed of play and put one in the net and put them on their heels. And they got to move them. See, the back line's just walking. They got to move up with them to support them.
I think you should do some coaching there, Krista.
The group of seniors last year, I coached them since they were U10.
That's right. I remember you now. Now that I think about that, you were over there when I was with Levi.
Yeah.
These guys in 8th grade. All right.
Nope, those were my boys. I miss them all greatly. But yep, I coached them I coached my son since 3.5, so it was an extra special experience when we won state last year because those guys spent a lot of time in my minivan throughout the years. So
your son was on the state championship team?
My son was on the state championship team, yep.
All right.
3A player of the year.
Too hard.
Yeah.
Too hard. Jose's getting the rust off. The idea was there, but when you're under a lot of pressure all the time on a regular basis, you rush things. It's like an NFL quarterback. If that defensive line's pestering him all day, he's not very good, and that's what these guys are doing. The Liberty is making these guys really rush things and push things.
Well, and that's an age thing too.
Right.
The amazing thing about our team last year is they could get down. Usually they only got down by 1 goal, but getting down by 2, they would just calmly keep playing and play their game. And, by 3/4 into the game, they'd be back into it. And it would be a tie game, anyone's for the taking. So these guys have to find their pace. And we keep giving it to the white group out there.
Yeah, we keep passing. We keep passing it to the other guys. That's right. There's their top defender, number 5.
Number 19, I remember him from last year. He's pretty good too.
19, is there center mid or the stopper?
Yep. Let's see. He's Judson Thies.
Stetson?
Judson.
There's the flag there. The whistle wasn't blown, even though the linesman called a foul on that one. And I'm not sure why the whistle wasn't blown on that one. The referee was sitting there talking to Foster. Foster either might have come up to him and gave him some information.
Yeah, I don't know. Foster seems a little off. We'll see. Maybe he got hurt.
All right, good play by Brian there on the header. Liberty has the ball again. They have definitely gotten the majority of the majority of the time controlling the ball. Good trap. Nice give and go.
There you go, there you go, there you go. Come on, Josh. Ah.
Good defense. Good defense. He had his moment. There are moments, the moments of brilliance, followed by long lapses of mediocrity. Have you ever heard that one before?
I have. And that one, since they have so many people back, if he would have taken a shot.
We don't have anybody inside the 18. We're taking a corner.
There you are, there you are. Oh. Fern's got the ball. Oh, nice ball, Fern. Oh, right to the keep. If it had a bounce on that, you never know.
That's right. That's right. Josh Hernandez had that chance. Okay. He'll be sleeping on that one. He'll be dreaming about that one for a while.
Oh, yeah.
Five minutes left in the half, the referee was saying. I got it pretty close. I guess there was a foul on our boys. I missed that when I was looking at the clock.
It looked like all ball to me, but I might be biased.
Well, we are. We are biased. All right.
They've got some good feet, I'll tell you that much.
See nobody there.
That's a tough one.
Another goal in about the 37th minute.
Number 20.
Okay, number 20, worth mentioning, Cushman. His last name is Cushman. He's a junior, Rise Cushman. Well, here's the deal with this. With humility comes wisdom, and I think that they're basically going to be getting a wake-up call on what they need to do.
Oh yeah. You learn more by losing than you do by winning.
That's right. I mean,
but it's not over yet, John. I don't like this talk. Like.
No, I understand. I understand what you're saying, and we'll see if they come around. But Liberty's going to have to make a mistake or two.
Yep.
And right now, that hasn't been happening. And they did play like one of the top teams in 5A in the state. And call a foul on number 11. Andrew.
No, Liberty's always in the running. They always make it to state. They're always a good team, which is why.
What's their feeder program?
Oh, I have no idea. Fort Collins has a strong club program.
They have like 2 or 3 of them, if I'm not mistaken.
No, there's plenty of soccer going on in Fort Collins. So, oh, not out on the line. Nice, come on, come on.
Okay, Foster, nice.
It's breaking through that last line. We got one guy dribbling with 5 guys around him.
Right, and I noticed the midfielders were coming back.
Yes. Nice effort by Eli Cohen. Come on, Jose.
There you go.
I have no idea what Josh is doing.
I think the referee told him to go put his shin guard back on.
Oh. Yep, you need all the proper equipment to play. And now you're offside, so.
Not on the throw-in, right? In the throw-in, you're not.
Oh, true. Not on a throw-in. Yep, lost it in the middle. So basically, Liberty packs 8 people, parks the bus, has 3 guys that if they get the ball to them, then all our guys run back. So
And the 3 guys are solid up front. Actually, the 2 guys up front. You got the eight guys and the goalie, so it's 9. So there's 2 up front. And you're right. You're right, because we're not moving as a unit. Their defense is moving as a complete unit pretty much all the time. Brian on defense. Diego with the save. He's had about 4 or 5 saves at least.
Oh no, Diego's a great keeper.
Yeah. I'm just saying he's getting a lot of action.
Oh yeah, yes, he's a little money right now.
Number 2 with a throw in.
Gabe Searson in the middle.
That was Gabe.
Gabe, yep.
Okay.
Fern's got the ball to Foster. Come on, boys. Nice ball. Oh,
Trying to go through.
trying to hit Jake on the wing. Go, Brian, go. Oh, man on, good. We got to release quickly. That's the only way to keep up with these guys.
Got the whistles from the 2 of the games across the way.
I thought that was on our field.
Yeah, you got two U8 games or U10 games on the back side of the field over there.
Well, all these kids on our team used to play that league. It's pretty funny to see those small little ones over there.
Fast game. These guys are on them really quickly.
Yeah.
They're not.
And that's what Coleridge did to us too.
Uh-oh. Foster got kicked in the ankle.
Yep.
He's down. We'll start up in just a few seconds. Starting the second half, Roaring Fork going in blue, going from left to right. We want to thank ANB Bank over here in Carbondale for being the primary sponsor for the season. We really appreciate that. If you're just joining us, Liberty out of Fort Collins, ranked number 2 in the state, is up 3-0 against Roaring Fork Rams, the defending state champion Roaring Fork Rams. Josh is breaking through. Oh, wow. That would be a foul. That would be what one would call a quality foul. That just basically took out the guy and took out Josh. And number 5, who's their stud back there, he should get a warning for that, because he was not even close to getting that right off the bat. So we'll see what the referees do with that. I don't know if he get a yellow card, but he should definitely get a talking to. Physical game, though. It is a physical game.
All right, I gotta go.
And we're taking a shot, and there's nobody in front of the goal. Nobody's going forward. Joining me, Brent Hayes, former coach at Basalt High School. We have a lot in common because I used to coach over there at Basalt. And it's been an interesting game to watch. What have you seen so far, Brent?
I've seen an unfortunate game in terms of the score. I don't feel like it's indicative of the game we've seen. Liberty Common has taken advantage of
their chances.
Size, and they've taken advantage of their few chances, and
right.
they've put it in. And they're a dangerous team in the air because they're just a lot bigger, and they seem to be more disciplined.
Right.
On the set pieces.
Right. Their defense is they're getting 8 men back with the goalie and all the time.
It's a very well coached, very disciplined team on the back, and unfortunately the play right there is kind of indicative of Fork not being patient enough. I think they can play in small spaces better than the other team, but they're trying to push big balls through a very difficult defense.
Yeah. Then the other thing is that they man-to-man pressure. They are immediate pressure, There you go, Diego. Nice play. Nobody there. It's nice. It would be a nice thought if somebody was there to receive that pass.
Yeah, no, at least it's nice to see that Fork has woken up a little bit, because their game on Thursday was extremely disappointing as far as effort and desire.
The Coleridge game? Okay.
Yeah, for Coleridge. So I guess that's what is difficult now, to watch a team that's playing much better. Hopefully they can stay mentally in this and crawl a couple back, make it different for Liberty.
I mean, this is a young team. I think Krista was saying only three or four are starting seniors. So it's pretty much young.
Yeah, I think that we've got, Max and Gabe in the back there as seniors, and I think they're 9 to start the game as a senior, but 3 at the most, I believe, as far as back from last year's team.
Without Emmy, Emmy being injured, one of their leading scorers.
Yeah, and that hurts when you're thin. These small West Slope teams, you can't afford injuries, you can't afford academic issues, and just not as deep as the Front Range squads. But it's kind of a classic Front Range, Western Slope battle, in the sense of, I've always felt our league has always been superior technically per player, while other teams on the Front Range tend to be a little bit more disciplined in their shape, bigger in size.
Yeah. Yeah, and they got the Front Range play all the time, and a lot of these schools are private schools. Although Liberty is a charter school.
Yeah.
Which I don't know what that means, really. As far as, I remember, don't worry about it, Colorado Academy. They would, nice. Oh, that wasn't bad. That was Foster kicking that. Foster, that's your son.
That is.
There you go.
That was it was a good effort. I think he wasn't shooting that, but I feel that if maybe go for that next time versus the far post pass.
Mm-hmm. I have over here. Why don't you stand over there, and we can look at the names. And stuff.
Oh, gotcha.
Liberty getting a shot. Ooh. Number 8 getting a good shot. A lot of power on it. Just went into the wall. Okay, they're forcing it up. You're right. He was forcing it up right there.
Just forcing into the teeth of 4 defenders and just 2 up top for Fork. And in the end, that'll just tire them out. They just need to build more and have confidence in their feet.
Nobody there. Passed it up, nobody there, and he's wasting time. The goalie's making Daniel come.
Josh.
Is that Josh? Okay, Josh faking like he's a defensive lineman.
It's Jake Barlow with some nice pressure on the left wing. Earns the ball back.
Just give it right back to the goalie. I mean, he clears it out of the area. I give him that. But
when you're
all right, nice job.
Great job by Josh to not give up on the play. Oh my gosh, and they miss a great opportunity right in front of the goal. So good hustle play by Josh. The goalie was trying to waste time, got a little too cute, and created a nice opportunity.
That's my time. All right. We want to thank ANB Bank for sponsoring us right there on Highway 82 over there by the bus station. I've been a strong supporter of the Roaring Fork Rams. Nice pushing. Got a called on that one. Yeah, it's like number 7 going, who, me?
Right.
Actually, yes, you. It was fairly obvious from, what are we, 70 yards away?
Right.
Not bad if it was to somebody. All right. Who's that?
That's Jake again on the ball. Foster with it now in tight space. Trying to work it. You know, that's just a tough.
Over the top. Not bad if you can keep it in. Nope.
It's a tough back line to get through.
It is. I mean, they bring all 8 back consistently, and they are a tight-knit unit. And I guess, you know, they played Valor at the beginning of the year. I mean, they've played Colorado Academy, who's ranked #1. These guys are ranked #2 in the state. So
yeah,
it shows.
It's a real team. And it's just hard when you get down by a couple goals on a disciplined team. You know, they're that much harder to crawl back into it because they don't need to take any more chances. It's in this kind of a game I hope that the boys in Roaring Fork can keep their wits about them and stay positive.
They're good kids. Nice pass. Nice trap. Nice goal.
Wow. That was a great goal.
That was a nice pass. Nice goal.
Number 22, Bennett Whelan.
He's one of their center mids.
Yeah, great goal.
Star guys. And that would be in the I don't know, about 46th minute. Okay, 22. I didn't catch who scored on the header, but we've got number 7, Brady, Poor, and number 20, Rise Cushman scored, and then that one was 22.
Bennett Whelan.
Bennett Whelan. Okay, he's the other star. He's those the two guys I have underlined have scored. We're looking young. We're looking a little slower than they are, and they're better organized.
Far better organized. Yeah. You know, and I was watching the game the other night, and you know, a game that turned into a de facto league championship game against Coleridge because they only play once this year. And Coleridge is seasoned, having played in Kent, having played Grand Junction, having played another Front Range team, Vail Mountain. So they were ready for battle, and as is Liberty. And only being the 4th game for Fork, I think that's been a tough thing for them this year to
go against such quality teams early on.
But they had a month where they didn't have a game, and I think it's tough.
The tip again.
There you go, Jake. So Jake Barlow, good pressure. There you go.
Oh,
just misses what would have been a nice goal and
scrappy. That would have been scrappy.
And a good morale boost. That's what this team needs now, so they don't hang their shoulders and start getting angry at the refs and committing silly fouls. That's what can happen sometimes.
We're about 50 minutes into the game, and if you're just joining us, Liberty's up 4-0. Liberty ranked #2 in the state. Yeah, and it shows they're a solid team.
Some good pressure off the corner by Fork. Hanging in there. Another deep throw in. Oh, I guess they gave him the corner. No.
Oh, back to throw in.
So here's a throw that sure looks illegal all the time, and that one certainly was. Both of his feet were off the ground for Max. They let him get away with that one for sure.
I mean, it's basically like going through a forest there. We don't have them spread out. They're all there, and it's a lot of pressure. And they're marking man-to-man right behind them.
Well, and I'd say almost per player there's a 3 to 4 inch height differential.
Some of the Roaring Fork bench calling for a foul on that one, but
no, I don't think there was anything there.
I don't think there was anything there either.
And this is a time when they need to keep their wits, because we had players against Coleridge who, with 5 minutes left in a 2-1 game, took themselves out with silly talking to the ref penalties, yellow cards. That's just what you can't do if you're going to play with the big boys. You can't make silly mental mistakes.
Nice tackle, but he stayed with it. Nice hit. Outside wide by number 19. Well, it's nice the sun came out, dried things out. It's been raining for about 5 or 6 days. Had a football game here last night where Roaring Fork Rams won. Their first home game in a long time. But they chewed up the field a bit. It's really not been too bad, though.
I wonder if in a sense it's almost better because it was so long. At least they mashed it down a little bit. We've always, as the coaches in this league, have had trouble with the district getting our grass to actually be like a soccer field.
Josh had a good idea there. Not Josh, Jose had a good idea there.
And
Taking
Jose,
the shot,
Jose
just took too long to get it off.
And his nickname is Chicle, and we still can't figure out why they call him Chicle, but it's kind of a fun name.
I coached him when he was in 8th grade, or he was in 7th. There you go. Yes!
There we go.
There you go.
Jake Barlow.
Jake Barlow.
With a nice through ball from, I'm not sure who. I think it was a through ball from Josh Hernandez. So that's a good morale booster. Maybe we can get another quick one here.
That was nice. That was nice. It was scrappy.
Well, that's what they need to do. They've got to be okay playing in those small spaces because they're more nimble than these big guys.
Mm-hmm. So that's the first goal. That was good. That was good. They got that. They had some chances early on. I mean, in the first half too, but they weren't great chances. And that, to be honest with you, Liberty had gotten back and done well.
Oh, geez. That could have been a foul, I think. I'm not sure what that was in the box. A little scrum. Roaring Fork's pushing it up to Jake again. Oh, geez. And the goalie is able to clear it out from a dangerous ball.
We're not playing off the walls.
Yeah, right. Oh, that's some good play. Some good play going on. Oh, Foster maybe should have had that ball. A little more physicality. They've hit a little bit of a groove here, so some good play from Fork.
Yeah, I like it. They're staying with them, and they made some adjustments at halftime, and front by the.
Yeah, they've certainly switched from a more defensive posture with a 6. Looks like maybe more of a 8 with Josh and Foster. And we've got Jake up at the 10.
So what's a 8?
Well, just that they're all that interchangeable, those numbers where they're just not as holding. They're just more offensive in the midfield, or you don't have a 6 who's just holding back for defensive purposes. So they're just relying on their back 4. So theoretically, Foster and Josh should be moving up the field together. And so far, they seem to be holding that shape fairly well.
Number 11 got a warning there, and that's Andrew Dutoit. I don't know how to say those names.
Boy, and a wasted opportunity on a free kick there, right to the other team who fast breaks back down the field. So this will be interesting to see where. So Eli is coming back in, who typically plays in that more defensive 6 role.
Jose's going out.
Jose's out. So it looks like Josh is moving up to striker. Okay, now Josh, he makes those first moves. He's got to get it off his foot.
Good.
It's a good effort.
Song. And they've had a lot of that today. The pass has just been a little bit too long when they're going striker, and they went either right to the goalie or right to the defenders.
Yeah.
A lot of errant passes all day.
Yeah.
I mean, the thought was there.
The thought was there, and it
Thought
was
was
good
there.
work to get out of pressure and get it wide. So we've got a goal kick that reaches over midfield on this short field. Very nice save, Diego. Foot save. Okay, now it's
number 7 sitting there pushing like
Right.
crazy and going, "You're not going to call a foul on the other guy."
now it seems the other team has lost their head a little bit now and getting frustrated. That being Liberty.
Yeah. 20's hopping off. It looks like he got kicked in the ankle or got a sprained ankle. Hope it's just
It is always
minor.
always interesting to see how the refs call a game with bigger, stronger kids.
Yeah, you're right.
And when they get pushed, sometimes it's always funny to me when the big kids get pushed down and complain.
Yeah. Yeah, that actually,
I don't want anybody I don't want the little boy. Diego's lucky he didn't get called. He was out of the box on that kick.
using the open man. Nice. I'm kind of waiting long. Nobody's presenting themselves for him. Nice move.
Okay, Jake Barlow on the ball. Decent enough shot.
That was a pretty sweet little Pelean move.
Yeah, Jake Barlow's really playing quite well. Oh boy, misread on the ball and the
Offside.
I think they were calling.
He was waving him.
I think they were calling
Handball.
handball. Oh boy,
Uh-oh.
dangerous over the head of the defense. Oh, and there's no center back in anywhere. Oh my gosh.
What number is he? Brady, they're going Brady, number 7.
Is it 1?
Number 7, Brady. I think he scored the first goal. Brady, number 7. Brady Poor. So that would be in the 55th minute.
Boy, and that was kind of a backbreaker there after Fork had been putting on some good pressure. Just a complete breakdown on the backside of the defense. Center back's not getting back in position. So we'll see. Again, hopefully there's a response. Nasty foul from behind that wasn't called. So I think
Well, it had been a clean game. Now it's getting, like you said, a little sloppy, a little emotional.
Yeah, I think the ref might need to
give a yellow
get
card.
control
Well, that
of
was
this
the
a
other
little
thing
bit.
is that there was a couple of times early on where I thought, well, he probably could have given Liberty a yellow just because they were so physical, and he didn't, and so I didn't say anything about it. But right now, the emotions are going, so we'll see what he does. Tom Behrens is in the center.
Yeah, and it's interesting to see the team with a 4-goal lead losing their heads more than the team that's trying to scrap back. You can clearly see they don't like getting pushed around.
Nice move. Should have gone for the...
Oh, geez. Boy, Fork had some chances there. They couldn't pull the trigger. Dangerous ball with the slipperiness.
Yeah.
Keeper
And
lost it for a
I
second.
like the fact that we had 2 guys there. Is that Josh, number 7?
Josh, number 7.
Yeah. He was there, and then 20.
Definitely some extracurriculars. This ref really needs to get this under control. Liberty Common has completely lost their heads.
Fern was right there also on that play. What'd you see?
These 2 are just manhandling each other.
Yeah. Which 2 are manhandling each other?
Max and...
Number 6?
Yeah.
Okay. Max and number 6 are getting into it a little bit.
Yeah, 6 had a late, well after Max got rid of the ball, late shove and elbow from behind.
So we got a score. If you're just joining us, we're in the about the 70th minute of an 80-minute game, and Liberty's up 5-1. And they basically have schooled Roaring Fork on pretty much every nice thought. A little bit too strong.
Another one of those balls that just a few feet too far. Nice thought.
Nice thought, but right. And then you get into if the grass was really high, it would have been perfect. If the grass was really short, you would have looked stupid. Just barely too far on this level of depth of grass. It's also drying out a little bit with the wind and a little bit of wind and the sun now. Okay, trap, hold it.
Bring it
there
down
you
at
go.
midfield. Eli with nice control of the ball.
Going back into pressure.
Ill-advised pass. Gives Liberty the ball. Cleared by Diego. One noticeable difference is, you could probably even hear it through our mics, is how loud Liberty is. They talk to each other.
Communication, yeah.
Very good at communicating on the back line. There's not a gap bigger than 10 yards in the entire thing.
That was actually pretty nice.
It's a good effort through the back.
He actually kind of looked offside from here, but hey, man, let him play on. Of course, I'm 70 yards away, so.
Okay, Max with the ball. Oh, boy. Got a little too cute.
He did the same thing. Too much touch, pressure. When you have pressure, how good is your touch? And that's really what separates the men from the boys.
Yeah, that's what the one thing that they didn't do against Coleridge that they are doing today, thankfully, is making the other team look down when they have the ball at their feet. Coleridge could look up all day long.
Nice job by Max there.
There's Jake with the ball. Not communication. Forks on top of each other a little bit. Very
going for the long pass, and that's where he should have used his center mid.
Too slow with the ball, yeah. As a defender, that's not your pass to make.
You take the easy pass, and we've been pushing too many long passes. Okay, at least the midfield's getting back.
No, it's not their game. They don't have the size and speed for that style of game. They have to build, or they're not gonna accomplish much.
Yeah, it's a lot of discipline, a lot of learning. So they're a young team. If they lost 12 seniors, this is a big change, a big challenge.
Oh, that's hard to come back from. Oh, Foster. Sorry, folks, that was my son. I'm getting frustrated with it.
Well, the good thing is that I'm not as emotional because I don't have any kids playing.
Yeah.
Although when I did have kids playing, I understand. I was not a nice person. I was harder on the refs.
It's hard to watch sometimes, but I know that his goal was to play much harder and more physical, and he has certainly accomplished that. So
nice save.
But the Roaring Fork defense they seem tired.
Nice idea, but number 7? He's had a good game.
Yeah, 7, and then 22 was able to push the ball up again.
Yeah, those were the two numbers, I believe. My 722 and 5 were one of the coaches were saying there's some of their stronger players. I think 5 was all state at one level.
Oh, really?
I'm not sure if it was honorable mention or whatever. I didn't check all that, but. And he's made a difference. You can tell that back line is just rock solid. And you're right. They're talking. I know when I was playing, which was a couple of centuries ago, we had a designated talker. And I was on a state championship team.
Yeah. No, if you don't have a person controlling everything, it doesn't work because it's hard to maintain that level of concentration. Very few center backs are able to play at a high level and communicate, see the entire field. It's a rare player that can do that well.
Well, and that was the thing we had. I mean, it's like if you have a star player and you're playing against a guy who scores most of their goals, if you shut him down, you make the rest of the team beat you.
Right. Oh boy.
Now Roaring Fork's looking like as far as full. Nice move by Josh. Is that Josh? Oh.
Yeah, that was Josh trying to send a through ball to Chicle. Caught him on the back there.
Yeah.
Oh boy, some.
Nice job by Max.
Good job by Max to recover off a dive by his left back.
Fast-moving game. They're not waiting. They're pushing it too fast. They're not developing, and so. And Liberty's bigger, stronger, and faster. So generally speaking, that we're playing into their game in that sense. Corner kick.
Yeah, absolutely. And it was similar against Coleridge with on a bigger field where Coleridge is very adept. Their game is to spread the field very, very, very wide, and they're very good at it. And it just had these guys running around like chickens with their head cut off, long through balls left and right. And yeah, we need to play less like the English style and more more Spain here.
Direct. Direct. We got somebody on the near post. We don't have anybody on the far post.
They certainly have.
We had nobody on the far post, and if there had been somebody on the far post,
that's their second great corner kick. It's
number 6. Yep.
Amazing touch. That's their second set piece goal, and wow, that's another beautiful goal.
Number 6. Nice corner. What's my time? 25. Yeah, 55th minute. The 65th minute. Well, this will take him out of the rankings as far as top 10 is concerned. But it also will teach him a lot.
Yeah, I think so.
So, and also I noticed when they're defending, they're not getting the goal side, like right there.
Right there. Yep. Very.
You got to stand between the center of the goal and the defender. If you're in front of the defender, and the defender has a clear shot to the goal, you can get in trouble real fast.
Yeah, and it's tough because with Max being that only starter back on the back line, and I don't think he's that control piece. He's the enforcer athlete, and they really need somebody to have that communication. Oh boy! Oh boy!
That's actually Roaring Fork's Roaring Fork. Roaring Fork is
and this is what we're talking about with Roaring Fork losing their heads.
The bottom line is we got a bunch of junk over there. They tripped over our stuff. I mean, it's not.
Yeah, it's everything's supposed to be behind the bench. That's a rule, and had that been the case, behind the bench and not past the bench towards the goal. And I think maybe that's what the ref is explaining. Like, that's on you guys.
They pulled out the one guy who got the push from Liberty. It looks like the Roaring Fork man staying in. Jacob Barlow.
I mean, at the very least, to play a team like this helps RPI.
What is RPI? What's that?
So strength. So to seed anymore, you only have 2 automatic bids per big league. Some of the smaller leagues only have 1 automatic bid, just the league champ, and the rest of the seeds, I think it's almost 14, are strength of schedule ranked in the bracket. So they've eliminated our league used to get 3 when it was really big. We got 4 automatic bids. Now it's only 2. So games like this, even if you lose a game like this to a team that has they've played a hard schedule, we're playing them, so it helps us. Unfortunately, Roaring Fork plays a team like CRMS twice, and even if you beat CRMS, who's 2A, you beat them 10-0, it actually will hurt you in RPI. So you kind of got to play that game in this league, and that's what Coleridge has been good at, playing Kent every year. Basalt up until recently had played Kent our first game every year. So it's coach's poll, strength of schedule, and another analytic that determines the final 14 seeds.
Mm-hmm. I was saying before, the first goal is to make the playoffs. Second goal is to try and win the league, and then you go for your championships.
Yeah.
It's going to be a Basalt throw-in. Excuse me, Roaring Fork throw-in. By the way, I used to coach at the Basalt club.
It's hard to leave your blood behind.
There you go. Corner kick for Roaring Fork.
Let's see if we can get another one back here.
It looks like they're good. That is a mud. Oh.
And that was. No.
Good try by Foster.
Got it off his feet fairly quickly there, I think that's one thing that was lacking today. It was just more of those, hey, take a rip, especially first half when it was wet. The sun was in the keeper's eyes.
Right.
Even those outside shots, you never know.
Well, we got a great view up here. We get to see the whole plan here, and I tell you what, right now, the Roaring Fork looks like in better shape than it had been. The defense wasn't getting back before. It was only 4 against those guys, and we every time we went towards them, they had 8 there.
Jakey Barlow. Another good goal off of a throw-in.
Wow, good job.
Taking advantage of actually thinking. I always tried to get my players to understand that there's no offsides on a throw-in. Very few do understand it, but they did a very good job right there. Another good hustle goal by Jake Barlow.
Jake's got it. That's his second goal. Jake's second goal today. All right. That was helpful.
Oh, maybe they're calling the goal back.
I'm giving it to him.
Well, it can't be offside. I don't know what. For some reason, I guess they called that back. I don't know if we had kind of a mystery. So we'll count a moral victory. It was a nice-looking goal, but.
All right, so it's still 6-1, Liberty, with a moral goal making it 6-2.
Boy, decent hit, but not
in the post.
Not where it needed to be placed, but at least there's a little pressure. Not giving up, Roaring Fork, which is good. Lost their heads a little bit, but probably not as much as the other team, actually. Oops. Boy. Still a little slick on the sidelines where the football teams mashed it down last night.
There you go.
Nice footwork, trying to bring it.
The open guy.
We gotta keep bringing those across the field and not go back where we just came from.
He had the easy pass, and he didn't take it.
That's where hopefully some film work over the weekend and early next week, because that's it's fairly. Yeah, easy for me to say, simple to fix.
It's easy to say, and it's hard to do.
It's a simple game that we make very difficult.
When I was first started coaching in '97 at the high school in Basalt, and we didn't have the club teams back then for that age bracket, and so, I'd have like a 3-paragraph statement that they would get the first paragraph the first year, they'd get the first and second paragraph the second year, and they'd get the first, second, and third paragraph by the third year they were there.
Right.
They got to understand the concepts. I mean, when you're
Yep.
playing offense, you're trying to spread them out. When you're playing defense, you're trying to tighten it up.
Yep.
And it looks like a corner kick. And it takes a while to get these guys. Now, these guys are well trained. Both
Very
teams.
well trained, and here we have another dangerous corner. They've
Right.
been absolutely spot on their corner.
Let's
kicks
see
today.
how well they got. 16 standing all alone. They got somebody covering them now. Are they getting goal side of them? That's the whole thing. They're not getting goal side of them.
You know, 13 is not
13's
not
wandering
well
around.
placed. 13 just lost his man. Yep. Yeah, it was a good clear. Good by Eli, pushing the ball up. So I think last year the same two met, and it was 4-1 Liberty Common, and then obviously Fork was able to make that nice run. So a couple of tough losses in a row, but
Yeah.
there's still a lot to play for. They're in the driver's seat as far as getting a spot.
Good thought. It was a good thought by 20 and Fern. You're trying to get to Foster, but a little late on the pass.
There we go. There we go. That's how it should look. Unfortunately, it took
There you
80
go.
minutes. That was interesting. Okay, so that was some good work across the back. You know, that would be a great
See,
piece
there
of
was-
film to watch,
Yeah.
bringing it all the way across the back.
So the question is, we also want to thank ANB Bank over here in Roaring Fork. Well, I should say,
Good pressure
right on
by
Highway
Eli.
133, right by the Rafta bus stop. They're helping us out this year with a sponsorship. It's been very, very needed, and we just appreciate all our sponsors that we're going to get. I got a few, hopefully, in the making. I know I was talking to Vince Shemp over at Roaring Fork CrossFit, and hopefully Plosky's and a few others will step up. Yeah, maybe Ming Cafe. We'll see. Anyway, point being, we need sponsors. There's a couple levels in the sponsors that you can join. And on the presentation sponsor, be 500 for the year, as number 4 seems to be making. Look at Max come back.
Yeah,
Max
great
made
hustle by
the
number
turn.
4 on Liberty.
Max putting it over the top, and he's on side. Nice trap by Daniel.
So that was some great hustle by number 4. Liberty Common just wanted it more. Was able to bring it all the way down the field.
Nice out pass.
Certainly never like excuses, but I wonder how, the game I think would have been a little tighter with their starting striker, Emmy, and their starting right back, Bennett. They're both out with injuries today.
Yeah. So presenting sponsor is 500. We're looking for 2 more of those, and we're looking for season sponsors. We're looking for 4 of them. That's $250, and we would appreciate anybody who can do that. And one thing I will say about the coaching, to have a quality program, you have to have 3 things. You have to have talented athletes.
Oh, geez.
Ooh, that
Should be a red card.
Well,
I think should be a
it's
straight
yellow,
red.
or at least a yellow.
Oh, that's interesting because
Yeah.
that was uncalled for. Just a frustration foul there. Max has played a great game. Frustrated, I don't blame him. Don't want him to see. Don't want to see that, but
Yeah, I mean we're
coming.
We got about 3 minutes.
That can
5
happen
minutes
sometimes.
left, yeah.
At the end of these games, that
Yeah.
you played better than Thursday, but it still wasn't quite good enough.
Right. And it was a quality team. Would you say this team better than Coleridge?
I think Coleridge would give these guys a run. Again, I think Coleridge has got their left wing is very talented. He'd give them trouble. Their center mid, their 10 is also quite good.
Okay, that's the ball game. All right.
Yeah, I think Coleridge is certainly worthy of top 10, and clearly this team is as well.
Again, I want to thank Brent Hayes for stepping in along with Krista, the AD, and helping me out with this. My first game back in, I think, 15 years.
Well,
and,
it's been fun.
Yeah, so I think it ended up being 6-1 with a 6-2 moral victory.
6-2 moral victory. We'll go with that.
And
really good hustle play by Jake that last 30 minutes.
And we want to thank ANB Bank again for their sponsorship, and we'll see you on the next game. Thanks, bye.